everyone, my name is Anagha and I'm part of the Data Science Discovery team, and in this video today we're going to be doing a question on probability. So let's go ahead and get started. So here you open Spotify and decide to shuffle play your Taylor Swift saved albums, right? You have 10 total albums saved for a total of 182 songs. You are hoping that a song from Fearless or Folklore plays first. And these are the songs that are in each album respectively, right? So we want to find the probability of Fearless or Folklore, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of write out this formula, right? So it's probability of Fearless or the probability of Folklore. And just a kind of some background on these probability, like the addition rule, is the probability of A or B. And just as a side note here, the U stands for union, which is the same thing as or, and then the A, or the, I guess, upside down U stands for intersection, which basically means and kind of the trick I used to remember these is that the upside down U kind of looks like an A, so that's why it's like the and. But basically what this means is that if you want to find the probability of A or B, let me go ahead and draw kind of a Venn diagram to represent these two events, A and B, right? So let this be A, let this kind of circle represent B, right? And then this is basically our sample space, right? So when I have the probability of A or B, the probability of A is this entire circle right here, right? So that's the probability of A. If I want to find the probability of B, A or B, I want to find A happening or B happening, right? So I want to cover all these possibilities in A or the circle B. So I already shaded the circle A. Now I'm going to circle this, shade the circle B. And as you can see, we kind of have some overlapping section here, right? I shaded that area twice. So I only want to count everything once, right? I don't want to double count something again. So when I was kind of finding the probability of B, I already shaded this area twice. So that's why, if you're familiar with the addition rule, it's the probability of A or B is the same thing as the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. And kind of the reason why we subtract this is to basically not double count, right? Because when we find the probability of A, we're already counting that this intersection, this intersection right here is the probability of A and B. So when we find the probability of A, we have already shaded that once, right? And when we find the probability of B, we shade that again. So to avoid that double counting, that's why we subtract it. So if we want to find the probability of Fearless or Folklore, it's actually going to be the probability of Fearless choosing a song from the album Fearless plus the probability of choosing a song from the album Folklore minus the probability of choosing a song from both albums, right? Fearless and Folklore. And in this context, it doesn't make sense for a song to be in two albums. That's why I can reduce this to 0, right? So my final probability is just a probability of Fearless, choosing a song from the album Fearless, plus the probability of choosing a song from the album Folklore, right? Which is specified here, right? Fearless contains 16 songs, Folklore also contains 16 songs, and there's a total of 182 songs. So the probability of choosing a song from the album Fearless is 16 out of total 182 songs. The probability of choosing a song from Folklore, again, was the 16 out of a total 182 songs, right? And we don't have to subtract anything because, again, there's no possibility of that intersection because the song can't be from both Fearless and Folklore, right? So you have to be aware of that context here. So this is just going to be 32 out of 182. And, you can enter that as a decimal. That's totally fine. And that's our answer. So I hope this video made sense. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye.